Welcome back, everyone, to Lake Placid, New York, here in Whiteface for the 2005 State Farm U.S. Snowboard Cup. As two Frenchmen, the Delarue brothers, are top two qualifiers, but the big story has to be Lindsay Jacobellis. Disappointment in the halfpipe, but a chance for redemption here in Snowboardcross.
Yeah, her coach, Bud Keene, says she's feeling sore from her 2 wrecks in the halfpipe.
With the falling snow and the change in temperatures, board technicians put on high alert. Quarterfinal number 1, Bruce Rude would advance. Quarterfinal number 2, 2 Americans in the yellow, Jason Smith and Nate Holland, looking strong.
Jason Smith in the yellow, Bloomberg in the black. Smith giving them a frisking, but that's all in the game.
So Holland and Smith advance.
That's the way I like to do it, get the whole shot and run with it all the way to the finals.
Quarter 3, the German Alex. Final number 1, Antonio's in the black. Lindsay Jacobellis looking determined. The top qualifier, Paul Mikowski, and the girlfriend of Seth Westcott, Tanya Fried, in blue. Things got ugly, though, midway.
Tanya Frieden be leading, but then they threw this big girl pile up on the table.
Antonio's gets gifted with the win, and Lindsay Jacobellis makes up room.
A huge pile up there. How were you able to survive?
I really don't know. I got pushed kind of towards the side. I didn't want to run into Tanya. And I hit all the new snow that no one's been running on because everyone's been going right in the middle. So I met the snow for a little bit on my stomach, all went down my shirt. And I tried to get up as fast as I can, not knowing what was going on.
Good job.
Jacobellis for finals. Semifinal number 2, Ruby in the yellow, Gillings in the black, Simmons in red, and Derisa Krings in blue. And it would be Simmons who would take the early lead.
Watch Ruby in the yellow here blow herself out of the course. And then in the black bib, Gillings is a dead sailor and takes herself out.
So Simmons and Krings advance to the finals, where things stack up like this. Antonio's, Jacobellis, Krings, and Simmons. Nate Holland in the blue jersey. The other American, Jason Smith in yellow, and our top qualifier, Xavier Delarue, and being the top qualifier, he gets to choose his lane, and as you can see, he's borders second to left. And getting the lead early on, Delarue.
What I've noticed about this course is that the features require a lot of air awareness. You need to be able to hit these jumps with 3 of your friends right behind you.
Well, with Delarue being out front, he can focus on the features. Now remember, being the semifinals, looking to get those top 2 transfer spots, and right now, Holland in blue in second, but close behind him, Jason Smith.
Right there, you can see how much pop some of these jumps have. Coming down into the rhythm section. Setting up for the basin right here. Just pops you out and over.
And Smith in yellow gaining on Holland in second. And yeah, look at the lift on that.
Right into the jack-in-the-box kicker.
But Delarue with a commanding lead. Look at the contact between Holland and Smith.
Americans are duking it out right here. There's no friends right now, though. They just want to make those top 2 spots.
And you can see Holland trying to nudge Smith over. Great speed check there. Smith to slow down even further.
Coming down into the bottom, this is where it all counts.
It will be Delarue and Holland advancing to the finals. Unbelievable semifinal race.
Delarue took the whole shot and didn't relinquish his lead the entire race. Let's go down to the bottom. Nate Holland's with Tina Best.
Nate, it was super tight, challenging course. What happened up there?
Delarue got the whole shot. I got in right behind him. Ears came up about mid-course, right up next to me, and we battled over the last jumps, just trying to hit those transitions and get the clean speed. And a little bumping and grinding, but I came out on top.
And you told me you were on your way to the podium.
Yeah, I want the podium. It's been a while. It's almost a year for a World Cup podium for me, so I'm going for it.
All right, good luck.
Nate Holland, he's from Tahoe, he's talented, and he is the focus.
I have made some comments that people have labeled me as cocky. But when I was a kid, all I wanted to do was be a professional snowboarder. When I first moved out to Squaw Valley in '99, as soon as I drove through those Olympic torches going into Squaw, I was like, this is the place. I definitely did the bottom of the barrel jobs like bumping chairs.
Ticket, please.
Now I'm able to, the last 2 years, concentrate fully on snowboarding. I talk a big game, but I back that game up. Training, I don't care what they think. I know how hard it is. And I've met a lot of my childhood heroes. Really love talking to Sean Palmer about bordercross. He's just given me so much confidence, telling me that you got this one, Holland. I dare you to go tell the camera that you're gonna win it, because then you have to. And the attitude, I really sat back and was like, man, this guy's the man. I got some big shoes to fill in bordercross, but I'm not scared to win. I think to be an Olympic athlete would be awesome. And just to be in that arena, to compete along with that caliber of athlete is definitely a dream.
Bottleneck, and these guys are on top of each other. At the top, Gatorm coming into this first bank turn. He's the first victim to the contact. Then it's a three-man race. Delarue takes advantage, gets out in front. And at the bottom, it's Kuprion and Kestenholtz getting all touchy-feely.
And as a result, Kestenholtz able to navigate his way over the hip transfer and onto that second transfer spot. Right now, all about stamina as we look towards the finals. When we come back, Snowboardcross finals. The women, Lindsey Jacobellis, will she redeem herself? Here at Whiteface Mountain in Lake Placid, New York for the 2005 State Farm U.S. much anticipated Snowboardcross. And Deborah Antonios in the black jersey. The American Lindsey Jacobellis in the yellow. And Simmons in the red. She gets the lane choice by virtue of her previous result out of qualifiers. And Darissa Krings in the blue. So watch the lead as these racers come out of the gate. Very key. If you notice, Simmons chose the second to borders left, much like we've seen all the other racers choose in their previous races. And out of the gate, if you see Lindsey Jacobellis in the lead in the yellow jersey.
But watch Simmons starts to juice it here. I don't know if it's the wax or what, but she starts to take the lead away.
So Simmons in the lead, Lindsey Jacobellis in second, in a battle for third place out the back between Antonios and Krings.
These guys are neck and neck now. Jacobellis is trying to draft her, trying to look for a place to pass.
But there's one thing you can say about Lindsey Jacobellis, so comfortable with the features, very comfortable in the air. You can see how she's just waiting for that opportune moment out the back.
Simmons, the Canadian in red, is having the lead shortened by Lindsey Jacobellis. Lindsey's looking for that spot to pass, and this is where her air awareness is really going to start to pay off.
And out the back, Krings goes down hard, making it a three-woman race.
Here it comes. Oh! Here comes Lindsey. She's putting the juice down now.
And Lindsey Jacobellis in the lead right now, and this is key. Look at the way she apexes going into that transfer.
She's just cutting her off. She's not even going to let her have the lead.
Very tactical as Jacobellis increases her lead, and there is the finish line. What a race.
Game over.
For Lindsey Jacobellis. Total redemption after disappointment in the halfpipe. Comes back with a win here in Snowboardcross.
Jacobellis has the early lead, but Simmons juices her out here on the first table. But Lindsey is too tough in the air and comes back and takes it away at the bottom.
Lindsey Jacobellis is the epitome of snowboardcross tactics, knowing when to sit back and knowing when to pound. So Lindsey Jacobellis, the winner of the 2005 State Farm U.S. Snowboard. Second, Tina is with our winner.
Lindsey, it's been back and forth all day long. How are you able to make that pass at the bottom?
Well, I'm just following her and picking up speed just by drafting off of her and just staying strong and saying to myself, after this run I can be tired.
And this course has delivered so many great lead changes so far. As we look at our final, in the black jersey, the American Nate Holland. In the yellow jersey, one of two Delarue brothers, Paul Henry. And right next to him, his brother, Xavier. And Xavier Delarue choosing the same lane he has chosen every time. Next to Xavier Delarue in the blue jersey, Kestenholtz out of Switzerland. Expect to see Xavier Delarue quit. Remember, top two finishers will move on. And out of the start, kind of a bottleneck on that first, and look at off to the left in the blue, Kestenholtz getting the lead, a lot of contact with the three other riders.
Here we come into that first bank turn. Gatorm blows out. He's done. Three-man race now.
So now in the lead, Kestenholtz in the blue jersey. In second, in the yellow, Kuprion of Germany and Paul Henry Delarue in red. battling to move into that second place transfer spot. And look how tight it is, the battle for second between Couprion and Delarue. Kestenholtz still with that lead. But look at that, what in the red jersey? Delarue moves from third to second.
Delarue putting the juice, going through the jack-in-the-box kicker there. He's got a chance to even take this heat now. He's pushing, look at him push.
And look at that, now Delarue has moved into the lead with Kestenholtz in second, way back on the pack. Couprion in the yellow, trying to regain his second place positioning. And look at the contact right there, lots of contact. Couprion pushed out the back as he hits that transfer hip.
Definitely becoming a contact race here.
And as a result, you can see Kestenholtz gliding into second place, getting that transfer spot along with Delarue. Paul-Henri Delarue advances.
A lot of contact in this race from the beginning. Xavier Delarue did exactly what he came here to, got the hole shot and punched it out front. His brother, Paul-Henri, had to battle his way up from fourth place. Makes you want to wonder if he was actually had a good start, where he would have ended up. If he was actually had a good start, where he would have ended up.
Well, it was an all-family affair regardless. The Frenchmen, two of them, topping the podium as we look at the final results. American Nate Holland in fourth. Yuli Kest with him now.
What an exciting day of racing. You were chasing your brother down.
Yeah, it was a very good course, kind of freestyle course with a lot of big jumps, and we were very happy about that because we like being crazy, and it was cool, and we had really fun.
And Xavier, what were you thinking when you crossed the finish line?
Well, you know, I had seen him behind on my back just before the end, and I knew he was going to hold. I knew he wanted it, so I was really happy, and I kind of, you know, already throw my joy away, and I was really happy. It's our first time on the podium together. It's such a big day.
All right, well, congratulations to you both. Back to you, Pat.
Lindsay Jacobellis with the pass of all passes to grab the win in women's snowboard cross. Lindsay Jacobellis showing her resilience and strength as a rider. And today's State Farm Rider of the Day is none other than Sean White. In recognition of his effort, State Farm will make a $1,000 contribution in Sean's name to the U.S. Snowboarding General Scholarship Fund. Congratulations, Sean. Men's snowboard cross finals.
These guys are thinking who is going to get the hole shot. Delarue is known for it, Xavier Delarue, but his brother's on there too. This is a pretty fierce heat right now.
And almost as expected, Xavier Delarue in the red jersey takes the lead. Nate Holland, the American, in second, but very close between him and Kestenholtz. And Kestenholtz now getting the nudge into second. Nate Holland, the American, back in third. And way out the back, Paul-Henri Delarue in the yellow jersey.
This course has been offering up a lot of lane changes, and right there, Paul-Henri Delarue now in third.
Leaving American Nate Holland in fourth. But Xavier Delarue, the top qualifier coming into these races, maintains the lead, and you see that battle for second. And look, Paul-Henri Delarue now in second with Kestenholtz in third and Holland in fourth. What a lead change there from fourth to second. You can see Paul-Henri Delarue trying to close in on his brother Xavier Delarue.
Battle of the brothers now. The two French brothers are battling for first and second, but out the back, it's Nate Holland struggling to get himself on the podium.
And Kestenholtz in third. As the Delarues further their lead over the hip transfer. Holland desperately trying to move back into third place, but too late, too little. First going to Xavier Delarue, Paul-Henri Delarue in second, and Kestenholtz in third. What a race for the current world champion in women's snowboard cross. And this course has delivered so many great lead changes so far. As we look at our final, in the black jersey, the American Nate Holland. In the yellow jersey, one of two Delarue brothers, Paul-Henri. And right next to him, his brother, Xavier. And Xavier Delarue choosing the same lane he has chosen every time. Next to Xavier Delarue in the blue jersey, Kestenholtz out of Switzerland. Expect to see Xavier Delarue quick.
And especially after yesterday, with a tough day, this win must be awesome.
Yeah, it feels good to come back after a gnarly crash yesterday. It proves that my body can do it, and I'm ready for more.
All right, she's ready for more. Back to you guys.
So watch, coming up, PGA Tour's Florida Swing continues. Stay tuned for the Honda Classic. That's coming up next. And what we witnessed today, just a snapshot of things to come in the 2006 Winter Olympics in Torino, Italy. On behalf of Todd Richards and Tina Bassich, I'm Pat Parnell. Thanks for tuning in.
And we out of here. Lil Fate, baby. What up?